Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I am still working on those paper pumpkins. We are on Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 8 for April 2024. Woo! Bye-bye. So that means we have past videos 1 through 5. So I'm not showing you everything in the kit, but I am going to show you the instruction sheet. So you got 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one. On the back this time, there is a QR code. It says to watch a video to follow along while assembling your kit. And then they're giving you a QR code that if you are interested in purchasing the add-on kits, which these particular dies are good for April, May, and June. A visual of everything in the kit and the coordinating colors, which are Basic Beige, Basic Gray, Basic Beige, Lost Lagoon, Moody Mauve, and Champagne. So we are now going to make the card that I originally thought of. We're going to see how this works out. Let me show you. It's going to be very similar to this card. Remember, this one flips up, right? This is the one I made. This was my sample. So it's going to be the one I told you we're going to make this into an easel. We're going to see how this goes. So let's get on with what we have. So we have a mess. No. So for card base is 4 1/4 by 11. We are going to cut and score this together. We're going to score it 5 1/2, and then we're going to cut on the left and the right side 1 inch in. You either start from the bottom up to the score line or start from the score line and cut to the bottom. So I already did that. We cut 2 of Basic Beige. If I can pick them up. These 2 pieces, which is 2 by 5 1/4. One is for the inside. There's no embossing on this. And then we're going to cut 2. This is where we're going to start in on this card base, right? We're going to cut half of it off to begin with. Maybe not. We'll have to see. We're going to cut it up, though. So we're going to cut 2 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut 1 at 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we're even going to use this beautiful Basic Beige envelope with the beautiful foiled butterfly. I'm going to tell you the reason is because it's going to go beautifully with the card, so I'm going to use it. So let's get started. And you need a window sheet, which is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. That's right here. And this sentiment strip from the kit. I might need a little something else, but we'll see. And we're using quite a few of the butterflies, guys. We're going to use this butterfly. I brought in the little ones and some of the little ones that I made. So I'm going to set those. Hopefully I don't lose them. Yeah, my thinking fingers. We are going to cut our card base first. So first things, we are just going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces that are 3/4 of an inch. Now, if you want to make it to where the pattern flows through, cut 3/4 of an inch, right? I'm going to turn it this way and cut it to 5 1/4. So there's 1. Now my next cut is going to be that 1 7/8. So this is 1. I want to go to 1 7/8, which is right here. And by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take it off of this end. Let me see which way this goes, because I want to make sure. I'm going with the butterflies. I think that's it there. So this end here is where I'm going to cut my 1/4 of an inch off, because then my butterflies, you can see how they're lining up. So our next one, we are going to cut at 3/4 of an inch, which is right here. Now I got to bring in the next one to it to see which ones. That goes like this. So down here, I'm going to cut that 1/4 of an inch off. All right, so I have my 3 panel pieces there, and this, we still have that strip, so I didn't cut it in half. I just kind of worked with it. And these recycle bin. Oh, I wanted to tell you, so Miss Kathy said she was wondering if the die from the Thanks and Beyond would cut out some of the butterflies. I'm going to tell you, yes, it does, but it only cuts. I dropped something. Hold on. Really hard to bend over. Okay, so this actually does cut a butterfly. Not that one. I think it's this one. So it will cut this out, but it doesn't cut a whole butterfly. So it'll cut ones that are out at the side. So I won't be doing that because there's so much left in that, unless I wanted to physically cut up all the butterflies. But I have so many other butterflies, I'm not going to do that. So yes, this die does cut some. But for me, what I can tell is, you can see it doesn't cut out that one or this one. This one's too big. The only ones it does are ones that are on the side. So that's a little disappointing, isn't it? At least it is for me. I was like, oh no, man, I was hoping we would at least get a couple of full butterflies there. So that's just a little note for you guys. So I'm going to move that aside, and we're going to bring in our card base. Now, the dark blade is our cutting blade. We don't want that one yet. We're going to use the lighter scoring blade, and we're going to bring this to 5.5. Now I'm pushing up against here. There's this ridge, this ledge here. This drops off, and you want to make sure that when you just don't like hold it here, right? You want to make sure you kind of push it up there when you score and cut to hold it in place. So when I'm holding this, I'm actually giving it just a little shove, some resistance, right? And I'm holding it. Now 1, 2, and 3. Nice, even, steady pressure 3 times is going to get you what we want. So I don't even have to score this in half. I am going to cut from the bottom to my score line, and I am going to put it in at 1 inch here, and I'm going to cut up to the score line. Thanks to Miss Kathy Kelly, we're going to get rid of the scoring blade. She told me to put some, let me show you before we do this. Do you see how it's white now? This is just score tape. I didn't take the back off of it. So 5.5 is right here. This just makes it really easy for me to see, and I am so thankful she told me that. So we're lining this up at 1 inch, right? And we are going to cut. So I'm going to hold my paper. I'm still pushing it up here over to this ledge, and I'm going to bring my cutter down. I'm still pushing now with this finger, bringing it all the way to 5.5. Now, if I don't make it all the way, which I did this last time, I am just like a snip away from the top. That's okay. I will cut that with scissors. So next, I'm going to put it at the 1 inch on this side, or you could flip it over, but there's 1 inch on both sides. So I'm going to bring it up to the 5.5 inch mark. So both times I am just a hair. Where are my scissors? I put everything up. Just a hair from the score line. So I am just going to bring this in and trim it right to the score line. There we go. That's all there is. Now we're going to fold and score, which, pardon my reach again. So fold it over, smooth it out. I'm going to turn it over this way. There we have it. So now we have our fold. I want to go over it again, pushing this all the way in, because that just gets a little off. All right. So what are we going to do next, you ask? Well, that's simple. We're going to bring these 2 pieces in. And if you'll look at this pattern, for me, it's upside down. So I'm going to turn all 3 of them. And then I'm going to glue these two right in place there. As I'm looking at it, I'm second guessing me turning it, but I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to change it. So there's some onto this panel. Ooh, we've got to fold the center piece. We'll do that in a minute. Starting to wonder if that's going to work now. Ooh. Let's see. Because, see, I wanted this floating image. To do that, this has to bend up. So I don't want it. I might have to cut this and piece it in here so that when this is folded, we're going to score this at roughly, I'm looking at where I'm going to put my stopping point. It's going to be like here. Do I want to score it in half? Yeah, we're going to score this in half. So this is 5.5, which to score this piece, we need to put it in at 2 3/4. So let's put it in here, 2 3/4. We're going to do it at 2.5. So it won't be perfectly in half. We'll just score that. 2.5. So this then now gets to be here. And this will be ready for my easel. I don't want it too far up. Yes. And then this piece, see, I want the clear bit there. I'm going to have to maybe score this at 2.5. Or I cut it and glue it to it. I think we're going to cut it. I am going to cut this at, I'm going to mark it with the pencil, guys, just to be on the safe bet. So I'm going to turn it over, get it centered. I wonder if is this not at 5 1/4? No, it's at 5 1/4. So we're going to cut this one. Oh, we have the white one to do too. The base, sorry, Basic Beige. We're going to have to, that's why this one wasn't lining up. So this now needs to be cut at 2, should be 2.5. They should all be 2.5. Let's turn it this way. It's just under 2.5. Okay. That's where we are going to cut. So for the 2 by 5 1/4, we are going to cut that down to 2 3/8. So let me make a note of this. 1 Basic Beige, 2 by 5 1/4, cut down to 2 3/8. So there's those two pieces. And we're going to glue these down before I move on to the next one. So I want to make sure that's really good, well creased. So now we have this piece here, which is going to go right to the score line bit. I put that break in there so that I made sure that it's going to fold correctly. So this is going to go down. Don't let this cutting it up scare you. Don't let that scare you. Please don't let it scare you. So I'm bringing that all the way to my score line. Now this one's going to go right there, and you're going to see just a tiny little break in there, but that's so that it can fold. This is the one I told you that kept me up like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I used my phone notes in my phone to draw a picture of this in what was in my head, and I wrote down things. I didn't have any measurements to go by. So now this piece, you'll see, needs to be trimmed. I cut that wrong. I meant to cut this at 5 3/8, and I didn't. So let's first cut it to 5 3/8. So 5. There's 5. There's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. Why is that like? Is it already there? It's at 5 1/4. Should be 5 1/8. Let's see. It's 1 7/8 by 5. That's it. So I'm going to turn this one over, put a little pencil mark where my gap is, and then let's see what it is on the guillotine. So I'm going to write a note, center card base piece starts as 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. Cut down to, let's see. And I will have that in the description part of the video. So this is going to get cut at 2 3/4. No, it is really at, see, I don't like it there, but we're going to cut it there. So this is in 16ths. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 16ths is where my mark is. 2 7 16ths. 2 7 16ths. And then let's see, we're going to have this piece is our larger piece. We're going to have to trim it down more. Yep. So I'll probably have to change the measurements a little bit. It needs to be not that, let's see this. That's it. 2 3/4. So that 7/8 business did not work out. And this one is perfect. Just that first one, it needs to be at 2 3/4. All right. So this will work. This is gonna work. I know it is. It's gonna work. So this top piece is gonna go right there. And this piece I'm wondering, hold on, if I should put my window sheet here and then glue that on top of it, and I do want to do that. So my window sheet needs to go on the Basic Beige. Hopefully my glue doesn't dry. So I'm going to put, yes, a line here, just in the center, like so. Just some in the middle, guys, in the middle area, right? This I'm going to fold back a little because I think it's too far down. I need to roll this up a bit, just like that. This one and this one. So you can see I got my lines here. Now I'm going to place my window sheet. Disappeared. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. All right, there it is. I almost lost it. So here's my window sheet. Oh, we can go so much further up. All right, we're going to take that way up there. And then I need more. Okay. Give it its little massage, its little rub down. Guess it doesn't matter that the glue was drying. And this centered that. So now our window sheet is got something on it. Not good. Don't know what that is. Hopefully that just, there we go. So now when this pops up, our window sheet here, can you see it? It's going to pop up and our butterfly is going to be on there. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. So I want to put this like on here to protect it as much as I can. So we have to put this piece in the center. I don't want to glue these down yet because I'm thinking I have to add a little piece in there. And we're going to stamp on this piece, which I don't even think I have. The Stampin' Pierce mat is covered. And where is my scratch paper? This will have to do. All right, scratch paper. What are we going to stamp? We're going to stamp in the Lost Lagoon in the basic gray. We're just going to use those two little pads, showing you you can use those spots that are given to you. I have been using them quite a bit with this set. Oops, don't want that. I want my sentiment, which is "You are amazing." I forgot to tell you, this is from this stamp set. Paper Pumpkin Expressions in color June 2021. And then for our other sentiment, it's going to say, "Hello, friend." Oh, I may not need "You're amazing." That's true. So maybe it's just "Hello, friend," because this mechanism is going to be our stopping point for this. How far up do I need it to be? This is going to have to be up on dimensionals. I might need a little strip of basic gray there behind this piece. Yes, so let's stamp "Hello, friend." Nothing in here. This is just going to say "Hello, friend." So let's do that. Where's the "Hello, friend"? "Hello, friend." Right, this stamp set, July 2019, Paper Pumpkin. And it's going to be in basic gray, which was the spot for this month. So I want to put this here. Yes. Now for this bit, I want to stamp a Lost Lagoon butterfly. Oh, that's one inky spot. One inky spot. So here we're going to stamp partial bit of the butterfly. Ooh, dark juicy spot. And then our other butterfly up here. All right, so that is done. Let's go ahead and stamp our envelope. We need to fold this over nicely. And on our envelope, we are going to do "Sending Loving Thoughts Your Way." This is from the Paper Pumpkin kit. It's probably the only one I really, really like. The others are great if I knew I needed those, but until I need them, I really don't want to waste my cards with them. Not that they're a waste, just that I don't have a big need at this moment for them. So one butterfly stamped off. I'm going to do it just like that. So that is our envelope. And we need to get this one glued down first. This is the same as the other piece of Basic Beige, except this one isn't cut. This is 2 by 5 1/4. I wish I had flowers in Lost Lagoon. I could die cut some. So this goes in the center of our card. Oh, scoot over there a bit. All right, so this piece needs to go up on here with a strip of Basic Gray, which I need to get. So opening the drawer, the file cabinet, and we're gonna see if I have any scrap bits of Basic Gray. I may not have any, but oh, I think I see some, guys. Hold on. Let's reach in and see what we have. Oh, yes, it was meant to be. Gonna have to add that to the card. Let me put this back. Let me put it back. Now I don't remember where it goes to. Okay. As long as it's in the neutral colors, that is going to be absolutely perfect. This is going to stop right there. You're going to see that butterfly. So that's where we're going to glue. Oh, we have to glue these sides down. So making sure they are, because they can get a little wonky here. Making sure it is even. Oops. All right, so this piece is going to go right above my butterfly. I love it. So let's see. Right here. This is a 1 by 4 1/4 inch strip. Let me move this. That is going to have the stopping point it needs. Do you guys see this? There, in our window sheet. Hopefully you guys can see the window sheet there. There is my stopping point. Hello, friend. Is going to go right here. Nope, I'm going to put it right in the center. No dimensionals on this. In fact, I don't know if I need dimensionals on any of it right now. Oh, yes. Okay, where's all the butterflies? So I need to add that into the mix. Here's my 2 butterflies, and here's the wee little ones we're going to figure out. So I want to put 1 butterfly here and 1 butterfly there. Oh, so pretty. So you get the illusion of flying butterflies. So I'm going to use glue dots for this, everybody. And on the back, I'm going to put some little butterflies so that you don't see my glue dots. And that's not the right tray. That's scrap paper. Let's get the glue dots. So I am going to put one here, one here, one here, and one there. Because I don't think it needs any up top. If it does, I can always squeeze them in. Y'all have seen me do that, right? So this piece is going to go right there. Because see, I don't want glue dots on the back. Now for this one, I'm going to put one here because I'm going to put little flying butterflies behind this with glue dots because it's going onto the plastic window sheeting. There, so you can see my little glue dots. So what I'm going to do next is put two more on the back. Come on. So let's see, we're going to do if I can get any out of here. We have to be small enough that it fits. It doesn't show outside of the actual butterfly. There's one. And then let's see this one. There, I might need to push that behind there a bit so it doesn't like show. Okay, so there's those two butterflies just to hide it. And then on the front here, I have a backing that I don't want stuck anywhere. Oh, so lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're going to do some gold. I could have die cut some champagne ones, I suppose, but let's see what we have. We're going to keep it with the gold there. And I'm not sure if any of these are going to do it. I just don't like the mix of these with those because there's none with little bits of the shininess. So yeah, we're not going to use these. They don't want to go back into the tiny little bag. Alrighty. See, we might do a little bit of one like right there, and then maybe two little ones up here. So, wee bitty one. This one. Oh, yes. See, you're going to have it like this. So we have this one and this one. I want a few real tiny ones that are not out of the package yet. Like this super, super tiny one. I don't know, that kind of blends in a bit. Maybe I need to make them bigger. do one here and do maybe this one. I could add them here. Do I have another one, that same one, to do to the back? No, I have two of this one. So I could do front and back in this one. Now, I really like them just the way they are, but I'm going to do that one there. And this one because it matches the other, but it's in the other gold. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. This is the one. So I'm going to add this one, I think, right here. Might be a little too much. And this one, it has its part of its little wing cut off, so we're going to put it flying downwards. Because it can still be used. It just has to be used in the direction that its little wing is cut off of. Oh, we're done. Believe that or not, it is so cool. It's something, I love it when something comes out. It doesn't always work out. Doesn't always, but this time the idea in my head is real. And this stops it. You have room to write. Then it goes down. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. And the window sheet is hidden behind here, so I will have to look at that. Can you guys see it? Oh, so cool. So cool. I'm so excited. I am so happy that it worked out. Oh. So, anyways, I want to tell you guys thank you for allowing me to come into your home and share my love of paper crafting with you guys. This is fabulous. I'm doing better today than I was the last couple of days, but I think I'm going to have ups and downs as this roller coaster gets on with it. Healing. Thank you for all the wonderful cards. I already have a new stack of cards, getting ready to do a new mail call that I want to share with you. That will be maybe on tomorrow's list of things to do. I will change the description, add these measurements to the description in the video, but I hope you guys like this one. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and we made a beautiful card to go with it. Simple, and it is simple, and it just stops it. And guess what, guys? This is going to go through the envelope. Shall we test it? Shall we test it? Because I didn't put any bulky, oops, we don't want those on our card. I didn't put any bulky embellishments, just those little flat butterflies. Now you could use the brass butterflies on here as well. They would be a great accent. So, okay. Trying to see if I get the envelope flap to say shut. It goes through without getting stuck. I just have to hold this shut because if I leave it open, it gets it shut. So I think it will work. Pretty sure. I'm going to mail it with one stamp and we'll find out if it comes back to me. So I hope some of you are willing to try this. I really do hope some of you try this and then let me know how yours comes out. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I can't wait to get your comments. I cannot wait to see what y'all think of this one. And I invite you to please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.